Welcome to 302 Sports presentation of Attack Addiction Day here at Caravel High School in Bear, Delaware. Featuring this game, the undefeated Appoquinimink Jaguars coming in this game at 10-0 against the 9-0 DMA Seahawks. This should be a really good one. I'm Glenn Frazier alongside Jason Winchell. Jason, you looking forward to this?
Oh, yeah, this is a great day of softball. Like you said earlier, Delmar defeated Caravel 5-4 in the first game today, and Smyrna and Bowman are coming up after this one, so 3 great games on tap here today.
Now, originally there were 5 games
Yep.
scheduled. They had to, because of the overnight rain, they couldn't get the field ready for the 11 or the 1 o'clock contest. But they did get ready, as you mentioned, at Delmar against the host team Caravel for the 3 o'clock game, which didn't start at 3. It was more like 3:30. It was a little bit of a late start, and that's why we got backed up for this one. And it was an exciting one, 5-4 final. Delmar's now won 8 straight, and Caravel's now lost 2 in a row.
Yeah, and they were undefeated 8-0 coming in this week. Lost 2 games to DMA and Delmar, so tough week for Caravel this week.
All right, so we're going to have a great matchup here, that's for sure. The captains for both teams, the coaches, and the umpires meeting now at home plate. And for the Appoquinimink Jaguars, the 2 seniors are the captains, and that is Mallory Weir, the catcher, and Morgan Widows, who will most likely be the DH or the extra hitter for the game today. Head coach is Brian Timpson. Brian, I believe, is the only coach at Appo High for softball. The program started in 2010. They've made 8 tournament appearances, and right now they're riding a streak of their own. 8 straight shutouts, 47 straight scoreless innings, and in that span, Jason, 5 no-hitters and 2 perfect games.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. And they, like you said, they have not 1, not 2, but 3 decent arms on that team, and he's not afraid to throw them all. So as a hitter, you get a different perspective.
Those 3 pitchers are Courtney McNabb, who is senior, junior, who will pitch most of the games this year. And then they bring Jessica Walter in. She's a sophomore righty, and she can really bring it. She's got a lot of speed on her ball. Also mixes it up with a changeup. And then Autumn Gentry, another junior left-hander, as is Courtney McNabb. So they can mix it up with lefties and righties for Appo. Of course, for the Seahawks, Roman Allen is the head coach. They come in 9-0, and their last win was over Caravel. A game that was a tight one, it looked like early, but 7-3 was the final in that one. Good win for DMA.
Yeah, and Sam Freeland at the top of the order got on base all 4 times and scored 3 runs for them and drove in 2. So she had a big game. She's got a lot of speed on that top of the lineup. If she can get on, puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
It's key to have that leadoff hitter that can set the table for you. Appoquinimink also has Taylor Vitola, who is a slap hitter, will bunt a lot, and she can go deep if she wants to. A lot of speed, a lot of stolen bases, and when you get those table setters right off the bat, it just jump starts the rest of the lineup.
Yeah, like I said, it puts a lot of pressure on that defense because now you got that leadoff runner on base who's, has speed, you can potentially steal, and they put a lot of pressure on that defense.
So Caravel, their last game out, DMA's last game out beat Caravel 7-3. They had a 10-2 win over Red Lion. Newark Charter, that was a 3-0 shutout. That was inside the Diamond State Conference, and one of the 3 schools that I think will compete for the championship there, Newark Charter, along with Charter of Wilmington.
Yes, absolutely. Charter of Wilmington had a bounce-back win against Middletown the other day.
Another team that you and I talked before we went on the air, Middletown, much improved this year in softball. They're undefeated in the Flight A right now, and they only have overall record.
I think 7-2 now.
7-2, that's right. So Middletown off to a good start. They might be headed to a state tournament appearance this year. State tournament, you get 5 automatic bids. So the champs are the Blue Hen Flight A, which right now in first place the Appoquinimink Jaguars. The Blue Hen Flight B champ, which right now is Mount Pleasant. Get the Diamond State Conference champion, which right now DMA is in first by themselves. Newark Charter and Wilmington Charter both with 1 loss. And then the Henlopen North and South. And right now, Smyrna leads the North. They're undefeated. And the Southern leader is the Delmar Wildcats, who just played earlier and got a win over Caravel. So we're going to see a lot of the teams here today in this game, the previous game with Delmar and Caravel, both of these 2, and the Smyrna Eagles in that next game. Most likely all 5 are going to make the tournament.
Yeah, and I wouldn't shock me if all 5 are up there in the top 8 seeds.
like now we're going to have the playing of our national anthem here at Caravel High School.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On and Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell.
On 302 Sports from Caravel High School. Attack Addiction Day, Game 1. Delmar getting a 5-4 win over Caravel. And now we have the start of Game 2 with the Appoquinimink Jaguars against the DMA Seahawks. I'm Glenn Fraser. He's Jason Bunch with Jason. Getting ready to start this one, and you can probably, you fans can probably hear that wind. We're going to battle that the whole game, I think.
Yeah, it's real windy, and it looks like umpires are meeting with the coaches again.
And they already went through ground rules moments ago, so now just some final information. We're going to have the leadoff hitter, the left-handed slap hitter, Sammy Freeland for the Seahawks. On the mound, Courtney McNatt for the Jaguars. We're behind the dish. First pitch, bunt attempt. She pulled it back, and it's a ball.
Yeah, she's not afraid to bunt, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense with her speed.
And she gets that one bunted foul down the third baseline. Count is 1-1 to Freeland. Maddie Olivas, third baseman for Appo. She's playing up for the bunt. Autumn Gentry, the other corner at first base. Maddie Bowerly at second. Vitola at short. We'll get the outfield in a second. Second pitch, a swing and a miss. That was kind of a bad pitch out of the zone. I think Freeland kind of committed early on that one.
Yeah. She's probably kicking herself right now. But it's tough sometimes with the pitcher.
Swing and a miss. And there's the first strikeout of the game. And just so you know, that's 10 consecutive strikeouts now for McNatt, who went 3 innings in the last game for Appoquinimink against, I believe it was Archmere, and she struck out the side of 3 innings that she pitched. There's a ground ball, shortstop, Vitola gets it, short throw, and hop skip there at first base. Gentry can't handle it. It's probably going to be a throwing error on Vitola. First base runner of the game is Angelina Deloso. Deloso at first. One out here in the top of the first inning. McNatt a little high with that one for a ball. DMA's number 3 hitter is Nikki Elliott. Takes another high pitch for ball 2. Elliott's the second baseman. Swing and a miss. Looked like it took a little bit off of that one.
Yeah, a little off-speed pitch there, Glenn. Good pitch. Elliott's got some power.
Yeah, she does. I've seen her for many years. Back in travel ball days. There's another pitch. Looked like it missed outside. 3-1 count to Elliott.
Good hitter's count for Elliott. She can look for a pitch to drive here.
Runner on first is Delosa. And she does take the swing, fouls it off, out of play on the right side. So the count goes full. So there's outfielders for Appoquinimink. In right field is Gillian Dawson. Center field, Bella Elazar. And Alicia Bruce is out in the left. One out here, top of the first. Here's the payoff pitch, and that's high, and that's a ball. So runners at first and second here for DMA in the top of the first with just one out. Brings up the first pitch to Brooke Conity, the cleanup hitter. Ball one. McNatt trying to get ahead in the count. Now she's going 0-2 instead in the other direction.
Yeah, DMA's been patient up there, not chasing pitches. We saw Freeland chase one in the first at bat, but for the most part, they've been very patient.
Paying off for him, too. There's a swing on a borderline high pitch, but McNatt gets the swing and a big pitch. Didn't want to go 3-0 there and possibly load the bases up. That pitch is out of the zone, so now she's going 3-1.
Again, another good hitter's count here for DMA.
Conate, the cleanup hitter. There's one out. Runners at first and second. Pitch, swing on, kind of a punch shot, shallow in the outfield. It's going to fall for a hit. Elazar runs up, but she gets there just a little bit late. Infield couldn't get out and pick it up, so now the bases are loaded on that bloop hit by Conate. First hit of the game, as the Seahawks have loaded the bases on an error and a walk, and now a single with just one out.
Yeah, and putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
Up to the plate now is Delaney Sheehan. That looked like a pretty good pitch from here, but not called. Ball one.
Sheehan's in good position here. Base is full, and chance to try to give DMA the early lead.
Took a mighty cut at that one, a 1-1 count to her. She's a good pitcher, too.
Yeah, she is. There, like you said, she took a good count trying to hit us out here.
Yeah, we better be aware. 1-1 pitch, another swing and a miss. Key batter right here for Appoquinimink and Courtney McNatt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Took something off of that one. Outside, 2-2 count now. Big pitch coming up here.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't want to go full and let those runners have a good jump. There's a swing, kind of jammed her a little bit. Fouled it off left side. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes on Sheehan. Nice day for a game. Boy,
Yes.
after horrible weather last night. Thank goodness the rain stopped early enough this morning for the crew to. There's a hit through the left side. Diving attempt by Vitola. Couldn't come up with a Bruce's throw to the plate to make sure only 1 run scores. But the Seahawks score first on an RBI single by Sheehan.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there with Sheehan. Drives it in the 5-6 hole and gets the RBI single.
She had a little something extra on that swing. Next batter here is Sarah Sobosinski, so freshman. Takes a called strike. Sarah is one of 2 freshmen on the Seahawks roster. Pitch from McNatt. A little bit high. 1-1. So that is the first run scored on Appoquinimink in 47 innings. Swing and a miss, ball and 2 strikes.
That's such an impressive number, 47 innings in softball, and especially in the state of Delaware, where it seems like there's a lot of offense on a lot of these teams.
There is a pop-up, shallow right field, second baseman Bowley out there to make the catch. That's the second out of the inning. That retires Sobosinski, and now 2 outs with the bases loaded.
Yeah, that's a big out, like you said, because 1 out, not deep enough to score the run. You keep the bases loaded and just the 1 run so far.
Appo trying to get out of this jam with just the 1 run. Seahawks trying to add to their lead. There's a swing and a foul. Batter now is Claire Henry, a junior.
Like
now
a pitch runner, it looks like, coming into second base.
Right. Appo's going to take this opportunity to have a little meeting at the mound. So coming in to run is Abby Montgomery. She came in to run for Brooke Conate. And coming up, McNatt against Henry. Key spot here in this first inning. Already 1 run in. Deep shot to center field. Elazar goes back over her head, and a grand slam home run for Claire Henry. Wow.
That was a blast. Wow, like you said, Glenn. And that was deep center field for a grand slam and a 5-0 lead for DMA. And wow, they jumped on Appo early in this one.
Appo a little bit shell-shocked, I'm sure, after 8 straight shutouts. Yep, 8 straight shutouts. And a lot of those games were the 5-inning mercy rule, so could have been even more innings, could have been 50 or more. Head coach Brian Timpson now had to try to settle them down.
Yeah, that's what I think. This is a good time. Go out there, settle them down. But yeah, I'm impressed with DMA's offense here, Glenn. They came out, drew like you said, reached on an error, a walk, and a single, and then another single, and then a home run. And so they came out swinging, but it was all set up by the error and the walk to get the first 2 runners on base.
And like you said too, they were very patient at the plate, getting good hitter counts.
Yes, absolutely.
Batter now is Alex Delcolo. Another freshman. Bases are empty now after the grand slam home run by Claire Henry. And a 5-0 Seahawk lead here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. 2-strike count. McNatt trying to get out of this inning and get her offense onto the field.
Yeah, that's one thing. Appo's got a good offense, so this 5-0 lead is not one where they can't come back from.
There's a called 3rd strike, and we get out of the top of the first inning, but a 5 spot put up by the Seahawks. Appo coming up to bat.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
Back here for the bottom half of the first inning at Caravel High School, as the Seahawks put up a 5-spot in the top of the first thanks to a grand slam home run by Claire Henry. And that is a big hole for Appo to dig out of early on here.
Yeah, it is, and that was a great first inning approach by the Seahawks, and congratulations. Score 5 against a team, like you said, have given up a run of 47 innings.
Yeah, in 8 games. Leading off, Taylor Vitola takes a low pitch, and it's a called strike.
Another a slat type of hitter.
Yes, a lot of speed.
A lot of speed.
Olivia Ferris, the pitcher for the Seahawks. Second pitch, swinging a strike. 0-2 to Vitola. She finds herself in the hole here. Pretty much takes the bunt out of the equation.
Yes, with 2 strikes. See where that second baseman's playing, like way up in the infield.
Yeah, the Seahawks playing the second baseman up instead of the first baseman. Slap attempt, foul down the third base side. Count remains 0-2 to Vitola. She is leading the team, batting .645 this season.
Wow, that's an incredible number.
She hit over 600 last year to lead the state. That pitch was low and away. Ball 1-2 count.
Yeah, she puts a lot of, like you said, because of the speed, but she puts a lot of pressure on those pitchers to try and get her out.
First team All-State shortstop last year. Ferris's delivery looked a little high and tight, and that's ball 2.
A good job laying off of that pitch. It looked like she was going to go for it and saw that it was high and inside.
Now a little timeout. The battery for the Seahawks after the mound. Ferris had a little conversation with the catcher, Brooke Conity. And now a 2-2 count to Taylor Vitola, leading off here for Appo. There's a little slap attempt. That one goes foul down the third base side. Count remains 2-2. Great event up here at Caravel for this attack addiction, raising money for a real worthy cause. They have track and field up here today, cross country. Glad the weather held out for the event. That one was a little tight. It looked like she was getting ready to go for it, but pulled back, so it'll be a full count.
Yeah, again, good job of laying off the pitch, and now being down the count, now all of a sudden she works her way back to a full count. That's a great job.
Ferris reaches into her back pocket. Now she steps back again because Vitola, a little cat and mouse game now between Ferris and Vitola. Now Ferris on the rubber. Delivery. Tried a hard slap down the third base line again, and a little foul. Now if we had to deal with pitch counts, Vitola would be working on Ferris a little bit here, but softball's a whole different game.
Yeah, absolutely. Baseball, you get 105. Here, you can throw all night.
Unlimited. Pitch and a called strike. And there's the first out.
Yeah, good pitch right there. Inner half gets the call and gets the big strikeout. But what a battle that was.
That brings up Isabella. They call her Bella Alazar, the center fielder. On the season, Alazar batting .387 with 15 RBIs. She swings and misses at the first delivery from Olivia Ferris. Yeah, that's a tough pitch for a slapper. You're taking those steps, and when you get an inside corner pitch, that was a really smart pitch by Ferris. There's a swing, hit towards center field, and a great diving catch made in center field for Alexandria Del Colo.
Wow, what a catch. If she doesn't get to that one, that rolls all the way to the wall. And with the speed, that could be a triple inside the park home run. And that will be a top 10, top 5 play candidate for this week. That was incredible.
Brings up the catcher, Mallory Weir, with 2 down, no base runners. Low and away, ball 1. Yeah, that was a great attempt. It looked like I was going to fall in for sure.
Yeah, well, it definitely was. It was getting down quickly. You know, after you score 5 runs in an inning, as a pitcher, you want to come out and you want to have a shutdown inning here.
Exactly. And Ferris doing just that so far. Weir fouled that one off. 1-1 count to the catcher. One of only 2 seniors on this Jaguar team that went to the state championship game last year, falling to Smyrna. There's a swing right off the first baseman's glove, line drive to right field. And Weir will reach. I'm sorry, that's Alicia Bruce. Alicia Bruce with a hard line drive to the right side. So Bruce hitting in the 3-hole.
Yeah, like you said, that was a hard line drive, and
I think
almost another great play.
I think we give her a single on that.
I would too, yes.
Tough play for the first baseman. Now Autumn Gentry, ground ball left side is foul. Bruce on the season, she's at first base, was batting .567 coming into this one. 15 runs scored and 14 RBIs. Now Gentry with an 0-1 count. Olivia Ferris now ready to go. Another ground ball down the left field line, and that one's foul. 0-2 count, and Ferris has Gentry in the hole here.
Yeah, good job by Ferris getting Gentry in the hole. But Gentry had a couple good swings on her.
See if she can battle back like Vitola did. Ferris, 2 outs in the inning. Another foul off. Count remains 0-2. Mallory Weir's on deck. 5-0 lead in this one for the Seahawks. Ooh, and that hit her right in the back. Not something I don't think Ferris wanted to do on an 0-2 count.
Yeah, definitely you do not want to hit her with the 0-2 pitch. And now it puts runners on first and second.
Yeah, so now if Weir can get something going here for Apple, maybe they can try to regain some of the momentum that the Seahawks gained in the top half of the inning.
Yeah.
Both teams come into this undefeated and ranked in the top 4 of every poll in the state. And actually, they're 2 of only 3 undefeated teams left in the state, along with Smyrna.
Yeah, and with Caravel losing twice in the 302 sports poll, the winner of this game could take the 2nd spot.
Ground ball, left side, shortstop fields it over to first, and the inning is over. So we're through 1, and it's 5-0 Seahawks.
Yeah, good job by DMA to get out of the inning.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
And we are back here at Caravel High School, site of the Attack Addiction Play Day. Game 2 of what was supposed to be 5 games today. It's only going to end up being 3. This is the middle game between Appoquinimink and the Delaware Military Academy.
Yeah, DMA was scheduled to play Mount at 1 o'clock, so that would have been a tough 2 games for them. Mount's having a great year. We were mentioning Middletown earlier, but Mount's also leading 2 this year.
Yep, leading the Flight B. Looks like they'll probably take that division and get the accompanying automatic spot in the playoffs. Mount was in Flight A last year. First pitch ball from Courtney McNatt to Ashley Conate, a senior for the Seahawks. 1-1 count. Bunt attempt goes foul. Ball and 2 strikes on Conate.
That's what DMA did a lot against Caravel the other day. A lot of the small ball and put pressure on that Caravel defense. So.
Well, they were playing small ball in the first inning until that grand slam.
You're absolutely right.
Claire Henry cleared the bases. There's a little half swing, ground ball to second, barely over to Gentry. And Ashley Conate is out, first out of the inning.
Yeah, fisted one down the second baseline. Good pitch there. Jammed her.
So that brings up the top of the order. Left-handed Samantha Freeland, who struck out the first time, goes the opposite way, and a foul ball just fouled down the left field line. Freeland struck out in the first to lead off the game.
Yeah, after I said, I put the jinx on her after I said she went 4 for 4 against Caravel.
That went a little high in ball 1. Yeah, well, you and I both thought that she probably committed a little early and a couple of pitches out of the zone. Ball up in the air, center field. Shortstop Vitola drifts out, and she makes the grab just on the outfield grass. And now 2 consecutive outs here. Coming up to the bat, Deloso, who reached on an error last time.
Yeah, and I think that was the big play of the inning, because instead of being 2 outs and nobody on, you get a runner on first base with just the 1 out.
Yeah. Foul ball out of play behind home. So McNatt jumps out on top of Deloso with a strike. We're in the top of the second inning. 5-0 favor DMA. Low pitch, bounces up to the plate. 1-1 count.
Yeah, this morning I didn't think we'd see the sun today. It was so cloudy and rain and a little rain this morning, and now it's a beautiful day out here.
Other than a little wind, you're right. That was fouled off, I believe. Yes. Tried to check, but it's fouled off, so it's a 1 ball and 2 strikes on Deloso.
And that's the difference this happening. She's getting ahead of every hitter.
Good point. Yep, got behind a few batters there in that first inning. There's a swing, long drive, center field. That one's gone. No, it's off the top of the fence. Throw in, and it's a double for Deloso, who has reached both appearances.
That just missed a home run, like you said, Glenn. It looked like the top of the fence and just stayed in play.
It did. So another long shot. Runner at second with 2 outs. Batter is Elliott, Nikki Elliott, who walked her first appearance back in the first inning. Pitch a little high, ball 1. DMA trying to add to their 5-0 lead. They've scored the first runs in that first inning against Appoquinimink since game 2 this season. Appo had 8 straight shutouts.
Yeah, again, I don't care who you're playing. That's an impressive number.
Jammed her, pop up third base, and coming up with the grab is Olivas, and that will end the inning. So we're through an inning and a half. Appo coming up to bat in the bottom of the second, trailing 5-0.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon.
Appo batting here in the bottom of the second, trailing 5-0 to the Seahawks of DMA. Leading off, third baseman Maddie Olivas. Olivas on the season, and they're doing a pretty good job as she is batting .589 on the year. 20 hits, 34 official plate appearances. Gets the first delivery, and that's a ball from Ferris.
Again, another hitter near 600 for Appoquinimink. This puts a lot of pressure on the pitcher.
Ground ball third side, right to the third baseman who was playing up, makes the play perfectly, and there's one quick out here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, nicely done by DMA as they get that leadoff runner. If you can keep the leadoff runner off base, it always is a good sign for a pitcher.
Claire Henry making the play down at third. Of course, she's the offensive star so far this game with that grand slam in the first inning. Now batting for Appoquinimink is the extra hitter, the DH, the other senior on the team, Morgan Widows. And she was hit by the pitch. And I think she leads the team in that category. That's a dubious category. You really don't want to be leading that one.
She's the Chase Utley
Yeah.
of Appoquinimink there, like you said. I guess any way you can get on base, she'll take it, and it looks like she's a pitch runner.
That's at least 3 times this year she's been hit by the pitch. And Weglars, the freshman, they call her Wegs. She will come in and run for Widows with one out here in the bottom of the second. And now batting, Gillian Dawson, the right fielder, another slap hitter, a lot of speed. Takes a low pitch for ball one. Now Dawson is down in the bottom of the lineup, right? She's batting .480. She has 11 runs scored, and she also has 5 RBIs.
Yeah, and you see that with slap hitters a lot of times. You can bat them lead off, and you can bat them also down in the bottom of the order. It's like adds like a second leadoff hitter.
Exactly, and that's why Coach Timpson has his lineup set this way. Dawson has a 1-1 count on her after the foul ball. Weglars, the pinch runner at first. One out here in the bottom of the second. Seahawks lead 5-0. There's a little slap attempt, goes foul. A ball and 2 strikes to Dawson. Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't think we were going to get much sun at all today. I was looking at the hourly forecast, and it looked like it might come out right before sundown. Instead, came out earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, and it's been a gorgeous day here at Caravel. Glad they were able to get some games in.
That pitch a little high, but Dawson already had committed. She fights it off, keeps the count at 1-2.
Yeah, and like you said, she already committed, so at that point you just have to foul it off and live another day.
Exactly. There's the pitch. That one's high. She takes that one, Dawson does. So Ferris has run the count to 2-2 on the Appo right fielder. Madison Bowerly on deck. Ferris taking a little bit extra time, looking at her wristband for that pitch that they want. Another high one, and Dawson chased it. Swings and misses for the second out of the inning. Throw down to first, not in time to get Weglars.
Big strikeout there, and as a runner, you can't get too far caught off first base because they will fire back at you. That's one thing DMA does real well.
Here's another thing that Coach Timpson likes. He likes a good hitter down at the bottom of the lineup because Vitola, the leadoff hitter's on deck. Bowerly, who takes the first pitch for a strike. Get this, she bats last in the order, but on the season, she is hitting .577 with 19 runs scored and 18 RBIs.
Wow, that's impressive numbers.
There's a swing, fly ball to deep left center, And the catch is dropped. The ball is dropped. So Appo's going to score their first run as Weglars gets in from first base. And all the way around to third is Maddie Bowerly. Appo on the board, now trailing 5-1. I don't know whether that was a little miscommunication out there.
I was just about to say, it looked like they ran into each other, and for Appo, it's in their favor as they get able to get a 2-out run.
Now, a couple of the infielders are coming out to talk, and I think even the coach is coming out now, Coach Allen.
Make sure everyone's okay.
Right. Yeah, I think there was a little bit of a collision, and then that's when popped that ball loose. Couldn't tell which one actually had the ball in her glove. I think it might have been the left fielder.
Those balls.
Center? Okay. Center fielder had that one. Popped out. So now we're around to the leadoff hitter, who was called out on strikes, Taylor Vitola, in the first inning after falling behind 0-2. Fought back, got the count to full, and called out on an inside pitch. Appo trying to get a little something going here. After they finally on the board, it's 5-1. That one's in the dirt, ball one. So what's our official score going to call that last one? Is that an error, or are we going to give her a double, triple?
I give her an error, but it's tough.
There's a slap down the left side. It goes out along the fence down the left field line. Count 1-1 to Vitola.
Of course, when I'm at games and I score, then I go home and I see it on websites or sports, and it seems like everything's a hit nowadays.
Right. Another foul ball down the third base side. Out of play. Got my producer to my left here today, Benny Mitchell. Keeping me alert. Slap left side right to the third baseman. Throw and gets her by a half a stride, and the inning is over. We're through 2 here at Caravelle, and the score is DMA 5 and Appo 1.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
I'm Sarah, the Director of Events at Baywood Greens. Planning a wedding is an exciting and wonderful time. Let us help you make it great. Our experienced team of hospitality professionals coordinate and execute every detail to provide a stress-free experience so you can focus on the moment. From food to flowers, we prepare everything on site, tailored to your vision. Let Baywood Greens transform your next event to a memorable experience.
Glenn Frazier here alongside Jason Winchell, also running the board for us, producing the man of all trades, Benny Mitchell.
Yeah. Yeah,
Benny. Also a man of all trades, my color analyst here, Jason's also running the camera. I'm the only guy that's doing one thing. Ready to start the third inning here. And Brock Conatee, who singled the first time up, will lead off the top of the third for the Seahawks. Takes a called strike from Courtney McNatt.
And now Appo got a run on the board. Now they would like a shutdown inning and try and chip into this lead.
Pitch a little bit low and outside. 1-1. McNatt's delivery looked like she took a little off of that one. Foul ball back behind the plate and out of play. So a 1-2 count. That's actually an 0-2 count. I thought we had a ball on the previous pitch, but apparently not.
I thought so too.
I never saw that umpire's right hand come up. Pitch, fly ball, deep center. Elazar going back. Now she stops and she tracks that one. And there's the first out here in the top of the third. So, again, Jason, you talk about that DMA can play small ball. They can play deep ball, too.
Yeah, they're showing it here today. They're making a lot of contact. And sometimes I think the pitcher provides the power.
Exactly.
And but they're also have up there and getting a lot of good swings.
Brings up the shortstop, Delaney Sheehan. Already has a single today and an RBI, and she scored a run on the grand slam. Swing, fouled off, down the third base side, now to play. Earlier in the week, we didn't know whether we'd get any of these games in here today with that forecast. And a torrential line of thunderstorms that were coming up from Florida. But got that system through here early this morning, and other than the wind, we say a real nice day out here. Fans are just sun-splashed here at Caravel High School. Boy, that's a change-up. And the second baseman, Bowerly, couldn't go out and get that one. Just got over her outreached glove. And that'll be another bloop single. Sheehan is 2 for 2 now in the game. That brings up Sarah Sobosinski, who popped out to the second baseman her first time
like
up.
You said, Glenn, a good change-up, but
Yeah.
he put it right in the the Bermuda Triangle, and you get like you said, a bloop hit.
Yep, the CNI hit. Swing, mighty swing, and a strike one on Sobosinski.
DMA's not getting wasted on their hacks here today, Glenn.
They're not getting cheated, that's
No.
for sure. There's another deep drive by Sobosinski. Sends Alizar back to the track, makes the catch, and gets the nice throw into second. No advance by the runner Sheehan at first, second out of the inning.
Yeah, again, another deep shot, Glenn. But again, a great catch there in center field, and they get 2 outs.
Bella Alizar, she made a big catch last year in the game against Caravel here in the playoffs. Robin, a player of a big hit. There's a pop-up, skied. Dawson comes in from right field, runs into the center fielder. Who caught it? Dawson did for the final out of the inning. So 2 Appo outfielders colliding, but they come up with a ball to end the top half of the third. Score still 5-1.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Concepts, we have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the culinary coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On and Lewis in the villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations.
About ready to start the bottom of the third. Appoquinimink trailing Delaware Military by a score of 5-1. Big blow in the game in the top of the first. Came off of the bat of Claire Henry for the Seahawks. She hit a grand slam home run. And now leading off the bottom of the third for the Jaguars is the center fielder, Bella Elazar, and she hits another line drive up the middle. Pitcher tipped it, slowed it up, and the shortstop makes the play. Sheehan to first, and 1 out here on 1 pitch, bottom of the third.
The old 163, Glenn.
Yeah, that's right. You got to get the pitcher in on that one.
Yeah. Nice. Like you said, she did a good job. She slowed it down and made it in play for Sheehan.
So Elazar has gone up the middle twice. She hit the ball that the diving catch was made on back in the first. Alicia Bruce up to the plate now, and Bruce has the only hit in the game. Oh, no, she has 2 hits if we count Bowerly's as a hit.
Yep.
We're going to be generous scorekeepers and say that was a hit. Benny doesn't agree, shaking his head. Bruce singled her first time up. Ball a little tight net side, 1-1. Bruce on the season, 14 RBIs, scored 15 runs, batting .567. Laid off a high pitch. 2-1. Already, now we have a timeout, and Coach Allen is going to pull the infield in, and his battery wants to talk things over here.
Yeah, that's interesting on a 2-1 count. No base runners, but obviously he's probably giving them some communication as to what he wants to see thrown. I know seeing DMA, they call out numbers on pitches, and the fielders all look at their wristbands to see what type of pitch they're throwing to see where they need to be in defensive position. But sometimes you like to come out and make sure everyone knows what their game plan is.
All right. That little meeting at the mound is over. 2-1 count to Bruce. Fouls it off. Back behind home plate. 2-2 count. Olivia Ferris on the hill. What we say on the hill in baseball. That baseball terminology, it's a flat hill here in softball. That one's low and inside. Ball 2. Or ball 3, excuse me. The count is run full to Bruce. And she usually has a pretty good eye at the plate. Hits a ground ball past the pitcher, rolls up to the shortstop. Sheehan just gets her by stride, and that's the second out of the inning. No 1-6-3 that time, right?
No, that's just a normal 6-3, but like you said, a pretty close play at first base.
Brings up Autumn Gentry. Gentry was hit by a pitch last time up. 2 outs in the inning. We're in the bottom of the third. It's a 5-1 lead for the Seahawks. Both of these teams undefeated. Gentry lays off a borderline high pitch. It's ball 1. 2 of only 3 undefeateds left in the state. Smyrna's the other one.
And we'll see.
There will only be one after this game, after these 2 finish, and then we'll have to check Smyrna later on.
Yeah, I know in years past, Bohemia Manor's always had a good team, so.
They're 2-time defending state champs right now. They're the reigning 2-time defending champs in 1A in Maryland, and they've got a pitcher, Madison Penta, who can really bring it. Ball low. 2-1 count on Autumn Gentry. Another girl with a good eye up at the dish. That's a strike. So 2-2 count on Gentry with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Ground ball left side. Shortstop Sheehan again. She's going to make all 3 plays in the inning for the Seahawks. And the Jaguars go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the third. We're through 3, still 5-1 favor the Seahawks. Okay, here we go to the top of the fourth. First pitch to Alex Delcalo. She struck out her first time up, and she takes a ball there. McNatt ready to go. Off-speed pitch. Borderline high, taken for ball 2. How about the schedule for DMA after this? 4 straight home games against Middletown High, much improved. St. George's, not bad. Sussex Central and First State Military. And then they have to go on the road and face Smyrna.
Wow, yeah, that's a tough stretch, like you said, and 4 at home out, so that helps.
Yep, at Midway Complex where they play their home games. Fouled off, 2-2 count now.
And before Appo, they played Caravel.
That's
on Thursday.
Yep. There's a pitch, fouled off. Count remains 2-2.
Be interested to see when they make up that Mount game also.
Exactly. Yeah, Mount Pleasant was in the Flight A last year, and moving to Flight B, looks like they're going to win. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout for McNatt, her 3rd strikeout of the game. Looks like Mount Pleasant might be on track to win the Flight B and get that automatic spot in the tournament. There will be 5 automatic spots, champions of the Blue Hen Flight A and B, and the Henlopen North-South and the Diamond State Conference, and then 11 at large berths. Up to bat now is Ashley Conate. She grounded out 2nd to 1st last time at bat.
Glenn, I was trying to do some softball math today. I'll tell you what, that's the one that's hard to do.
High for a ball, 1-1 to Conate. What kind of math were you trying there, buddy?
What?
What kind of math were you attempting?
Oh, you got to add the opponent's win percentage, then
Oh,
divide by
yes.
a number, and then add by 2.
Yeah. To determine the at-larges. There's a pop-up, shallow center. Getting under it, Bella Elazar makes the catch. She's had some action out there, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Brings up the leadoff hitter, Samantha Freeland, who's 0 for 2. The leadoff slap hitter struck out and popped up to the shortstop in shallow left center. Takes a called strike. You know, it looks like, Jason, I think Courtney McNack has settled in a little bit now.
Yes, definitely. Ever since that first inning, she was falling behind in the first inning.
There's a bunt. It's a hard bunt. Third baseman will field it. They're not going to get Freeland. She is safe. Her first hit of the game.
Yeah, I said she likes to use her speed there. A great bunt down the third baseline and was able to beat it for the bunt single.
So speed on the base pass for the Seahawks with 2 outs. Batter now is Deloso.
And last time she hit one off the wall, so she hits one
Exactly.
out there this time. Freeland can score from first base.
Yep, she got a double out of that and reached on an error. She's been on base both times, 1 for 2. She takes a called strike. McNatt's ready. Now Deloso in the batter's box. Took something off of that one. Freeland's going to steal second. She gets it easy, and boy, she took the right pitch to steal on, huh? Off speed.
Yeah, and sometimes it's a guessing game, Glenn, and there she guessed right. That was a good pitch. Was able to steal the base.
Plus it was a ball, so it was a 1-1 count. Freeland now at second base in scoring position. There's a line drive right up the middle. Diving attempt by Bowley. She can't get it. Center fielder comes up with it, Elazar, and Weir will have to go up the line to get the throw. And there's another run for DMA. They now lead 6-1 on the RBI by Deloso.
All set up with the speed. You get a bunt single, steal second, and score on a single. And that's how you manufacture a 2-out run, Glenn.
That brings up Nikki Elliott. 0 for 1. She walked in the first inning. Fouls it off back behind the plate for a strike. Two outs here, top of the 4th inning. Delaware Military with that 5 spot in the first have a 6-1 lead here for the Jaguars. McNatt took something off of that one, just a little high for a ball. 1-1 count. Now we've got a ball that was just thrown in. So there's a live ball in here. Now the umpire will call time. I don't know why the fan would just throw that in there without letting anybody know.
I think it came from, it looks like they're warming up in the batting cage, and maybe it flew in from there, Glenn.
I don't know. I don't think it flew in. I think a fan picked it up and tossed it in. There's a pop-up behind the plate, and Weir couldn't get back there to make an attempt on that one. Elliott now has a 1-2 count. McNatt trying to get out of the inning without any further damage. DMA trying to add to their lead. Pop-up left side out of play. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes to Nicky Elliott. We're in the top of the 4th. Here on Attack Addiction Day here at Caravelle. There's an off-speed pitch, little ground ball to the pitcher. McNatt tosses it over to Gentry. And the Jaguars get it out of the top of the 4th without any further damage, but they give up another run to the Seahawks, so we go to the bottom of the 4th, and it's 6-1 DMA.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
Ready to go with the bottom of the 4th inning here at Caravelle High School. Glenn Fraser alongside Jason Winchell and Benny Mitchell. Leading off for Appoquinimink, the catcher. Mallory Weir takes a called strike. Appo with only 2 hits in the game against Olivia Ferris. There's a swing. She got around on that one. It's fouled down the left field side. Out of play, a ball and a strike, or rather 2 strikes, 0-2.
One thing Ferris is another ball guy came into play, but another the thing Ferris has done was she's done a good job of getting ahead of these Appo hitters.
As she is here against Weir. Fouls it off. Back behind the plate. Maine's 0-2. Weir grounded out short to first, her first time up. And that's not an oddity in this game because short to first, Sheehan has happened 4 times already in the game.
Yeah. She's been a vacuum cleaner there at shortstop today. And
we're going to change her name to Hoover?
Yeah.
Of course, these days it would be, I guess, Shark.
You're right. Shark is the big one.
There's another one. And that is going to float in for a single just inside the third baseline down in left field. 3rd hit of the game for Appoquinimink, first for Weir. And that brings up Maddie Olivas, who grounded out to the third baseman her last time up.
Good 2-strike hitting there, Glenn, and Appo gets that leadoff runner on base.
Maddie Olivas, the left-handed third baseman, is up now. And she took a little slap attempt there with that running start. Takes a ball low.
What a great crowd out here, Glenn.
Yeah, it has been. Fouled off over the Appo dugout. I noticed earlier for the Delmar game with Caravelle, great crowd out here.
Yes.
Probably more so now than now. Credit to Delmar for coming all the way up here to play a ball game here in this event. Attack Addiction. That one low and away for a ball.
Yeah, and it seems like they always draw well, so it's a good job by them traveling up here today.
Olivas slaps left side. Shortstop Sheehan gets it, throws to second. They get the force to get the lead runner Weir. No chance to get Olivas going down the line.
No, but you get the lead runner. Important, nice play, and now 1 out with the runner on first base.
And Coach Timpson is going up to the home plate umpire. I guess he has to announce Widows re-entering the game because she got on base, was hit by a pitch at her first at bat, and then they ran for her with Weglars. Widows and Weir are the only 2 seniors on this Appo squad, so they're going to be good again next year.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Like you said, only 2 seniors.
Called strike to Widows. Only 3 seniors here for DMA.
Yeah, that's one thing we're noticed on a lot of these rosters throughout the state this year. A lot of underclassmen.
High pitch there. 1-1 count now to Morgan Widows. Olivia Ferris throwing a pretty good game here. Only allowed 3 hits so far, and we're in the bottom of the 4th. That one's outside. 2-1 count to Widows. Dawson is on deck. Ferris takes her time. There's a ground ball left side. Guess who? Shortstop Sheehan to second for 1. Back to first. Got the double play.
Wow, what a turn, Glenn. That's a great play.
Sheehan, nice turn by Nikki Elliott. And the Seahawks are out of the inning. We're through 4 here with a score 6 for the Seahawks of Delaware Military, just 1 for the Appoquinimink Jaguars. Back after this.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
You know, Jason, we talked about the upcoming schedule for DMA a little while ago. Appoquinimink after this game, their next game is at Charter. Tough opponent in the Diamond State Conference. Then they go to Caesar Rodney. Then they come back home to host a much improved Middletown team. Then Caravel. So they've got a tough 4-game stretch themselves.
Absolutely, and it looks like this is part of both their schedules where it starts to get a little tough for them.
Yep, in the back half. Courtney McNatt's first pitch to Brooke Conity is low for a ball. Brooke is 1 for 2 in the game, singled back in the first inning. High shot, center field, coming in. Diving catch made by Bella Elazar in center field. She's made a couple of good plays out there defensively for Appo.
Yeah, she has. Again, another great diving play, and wow, another top play candidate.
We've had a few of those in this game.
I like that double play last inning, too, by DMA.
Yep, real good defensive play. 1 out here. And a strike to Sheehan, Delaney Sheehan, who is 2 for 2 in the ball game, has an RBI. Swinging a foul, so she's quickly in the hole, 0-2. A lot of good defensive plays out here today, and the girl up to bat has made a few herself, Delaney Sheehan.
Yes, she
She's
has.
5 assists already. Takes the changeup for a ball, 1-2. There's another foul off. Count remains 1-2 to Sheehan. Diamond State Conference, 3 teams right at the top. DMA leads that conference right now. Another foul by Sheehan. They're undefeated in conference play at 6-0. Then Newark Charter and Charter Wilmington are both 3-1, right behind them.
That's a tough conference, but it's top heavy.
There's a line drive left field, another diving attempt almost made by Bruce. She stops the ball though and holds Sheehan to a single.
Yeah, again, great effort, like you said. But what she did was she did keep it in front of her and didn't let it get by her to hold her to a single.
Everybody today in this ball game giving up the body, trying to make the plays. That brings up Sarah Sobosinski, who was 0 for 2. And I think he got hit in the helmet. That's going to put runners on first and second here with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Brings up Claire Henry. 1 for 2, hit a grand slam to dead center field in the first, but then flied out to right field on a nice play by Jill Dawson.
Yeah, like you said, great play by Dawson. But that grand slam was, wow, that was crushed.
Deepest part of the field here at Caravelle. That was straight away center. We talked about the Diamond State Conference. The Blue Hen Flight A, Apple and Middletown are undefeated in conference play, and then St. George's Votech just has 1 loss. And a much improved William Penn School, 2-2 within conference, 7-3 overall. Colonial's trying to make the tournament this year. Low pitch, ball 1.
They've got a great win over Mount Pleasant the other day in a pitcher's duel, 2-1. They also lost to Appo 3-0 in a very competitive game. I was not there, but it sounds with that score like it was a real competitive game, Glenn.
Yeah. Two-ball count to Claire Henry. McNatt trying to be careful with her. She hits it up into the air, and that's no man's land again. So that's like the 3rd bloop hit in the game. They all count in the scoreboard as hits, though. Another single, another hit for Claire Henry.
As you could say, it was a line drive in the books. But, again, it falls into no man's land and loads the bases. And DMA is getting their hits today, Glenn. Doing a good job.
Yeah, I'll count those up during the next half inning. But you're right, they're putting the bat on the ball, and they're either hitting it hard somewhere or they're just finding the gaps. Bases loaded with 1 out for Alex Delcalo, who has struck out both plate appearances and takes a called strike here. First pitch here at the top of the 5th. On deck, Ashley Conity. Bunt attempt up in the air, got over the head of the 3rd baseman and in between her and the pitcher. So that's going to fall for a hit infield hit and another run at 7-1.
Yeah, it's like you said, a bunt in the air when the base is loaded. That's a chance to get at least 1 out, maybe 2 outs. Instead, it falls into no man's land and turns into an infield hit. Another run scored.
Yeah, the 3rd baseman, Olive, is charging because of the bunt attempt, and she couldn't stop quick enough to go back and make the play. Pitcher Courtney McNatt ran over there, but it was too short for her to get to. Appo's infield, pitchers and catchers meet at the mound, try to regroup here. Already down 7-1 to Delaware Military Academy. Seahawks trying to improve to 10-0. Last game out, they beat Caravelle. Pitch fouled off by Ashley Conity. She's 0 for 2 in the game. Flied out to center and grounded out to second. On deck, the leadoff hitter, Sammy Freeland. Only 3 more opportunities at the dish for the Jaguars, as they've been able to get very little going against Olivia Ferris today.
Yeah, Ferris has done a great job on the mound for DMA, but it's also a help that she went out first time pitching and she was already up 5 runs.
Exactly. There's a line shot. Good reaction by McNatt, and then she throws it away past third. And DMA is going to get another run. McNatt, quick reflexes to get that line drive, but they just couldn't connect with her third baseman, Olivas, to try to double up the runner on third.
Yeah, what a great play on the line drive, and unfortunately, like you said, the throw to third was just a little wide, and DMA is able to add another run.
So that brings up Sammy Freeland, who is 1 for 3 in the ball game today, and makes it 8-1 now, Seahawks. Runners at second and third. Let's see if Freeland goes bunt again. Takes it inside for a ball.
Yeah, we saw DMA bunt with the bases loaded earlier this inning, so they're not afraid to lay that bunt down.
So 8 runs against Appo. There's another ball right back to the pitcher, one hop, and she gets the speedy Freeland by a stride. So we've finished 4.5 now, and Appo now trailing 8-1. 2 more runs that inning for the Seahawks. 8-1, Appo batting in the bottom of the 5th coming up.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance.
I'm Sarah, the Director of Events at Baywood Greens. Planning a wedding is an exciting and wonderful time. Let us help you make it great. Our experienced team of hospitality professionals coordinate and execute every detail to provide a stress-free experience so you can focus on the moment. From food to flowers, we prepare everything on site, tailored to your vision. Let Baywood Greens transform your next event to a memorable experience.
We're ready for the bottom of the 5th here at Caravel High School. Attack Addiction Day. Great cause. As Caravel, the host school, helping to raise money for that cause. And all of these high school teams up here today also in helping with donations. Also had cross country up here today, and track and field is going on right now. Leadoff hard slap by Gillian Dawson. Left fielder made a diving attempt but couldn't come up with it. So Dawson leads off with a hit here in the 5th for the Jaguars.
Again, another diving attempt there, Glenn. And but again, like you said, good piece of hitting, good slapping that one in and getting on base.
Hard slap. She hit it to mid-left field. Brings up Maddie Bowerly, who had that ball that ended up going for a 3-bagger. She did that back in the 2nd inning, so she's 1 for 1. Takes a called strike. Bowerly swing, fouls it off, right side and out of play on top of the pitching area where they warm up. A hitting cage, pitching cage down the right field line. 0-2 count to Bowerly. Ferris's delivery, a little high. Bowerly fights it off, another foul ball.
Yeah, great facility here at Caravel. And what I like is the lights.
Top notch, and they're going to have a couple of real big night games coming up a little bit later on this season. Friday night they'll play Smyrna High here, and then the next night, Saturday night, they'll face Appoquinimink.
Wait, that's the first weekend in May.
Bowerly takes that high pitch outside for a ball. Ferris had some oomph on that one.
Yeah, she did. She put a little power behind that one.
She's ready to go quickly. And that time she must have taken a little off of it because Bowerly was way out in front. Fouls it off down the third base side.
Yeah, it looked like a little changeup after throwing that heat. And like you said, that's what it does is it gets the batter out in front of it.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Bowerly. Dawson at first. Swing. Lofted out over the second baseman's head. It's going to fall in. Good piece of running by Dawson as she went halfway. So a bloop shot for Bowerly. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here for Appoquinimink, bottom of the fifth. That brings off the leadoff hitter, Taylor Vitola.
Like you said, great piece of running. Know the out situation. Goes halfway. Once that ball drops, she's able to get safely into second base.
Now we've got another meeting at the mound. Coach Allen, who's brought in the umpire, who's on the bases.
Wondering if he's asking for some kind of interference, but I didn't see anything.
On Dawson, it looked like she went halfway down, got hesitated like she might go back to first, but I didn't see any collision anywhere. And they're going to call her out.
Wow.
The home plate umpire is going to overrule this. She had to go around the umpire to get to second base.
And now I'm sure that's what Appo's coach Timpson's going to say. I was at a game earlier this week. They said no interference, runner interference. Then after meeting with the coaches, the runner interference, and then they took it off again. So,
yeah, Coach Timpson looks like he's trying to using hand signals and gestures to try to say, look, she had to get around you, the umpire, and how can you call that the way you did?
I know the umpire was in my way on the camera here.
Looks like it's going to stand, and Dawson's going to be called out for interference.
That's a tough call for her, for her. She's in there. She's, like you said, she's getting halfway, and I don't think she knows she's out yet. Or if she did, she would stay on second base for as long as she could. But that's a tough call.
Yeah. Tough call for Appo. Fortunate for the Seahawks.
Right.
And now it's a one-out runner at first with an 8-1 advantage. Leadoff hitter Vitola up. She's 0 for 2. Lays down a bunt. Third base side. Lays a pretty good one. They're not going to have a play on her. And going to third is Bowerly. Good base running. Runners on the corners with 1 out.
Again, we saw DMA lay down bunts. When these speedsters get the bunt down the third baseline, sometimes it might be better just to eat it, and then that runner doesn't go to third base.
Exactly. In hindsight, we can say that.
Right, yeah, because I'm out here.
Right.
Never played softball in my life, Glenn. So it's easy for me to make that call. But it's just sometimes with the speed, that's what the pressure they put on that defense.
Elazar up to the plate now. She's going up the middle twice. Center fielder made a nice diving catch on her. That was Alexandria Del Colo. Made a great diving play on Elazar back in the first. And then she went out on a 1-6-3 putout. Vitola takes off for second. They're going to throw it down. She slides under. Now they're going to try to get Bowerly at home. She slid under. She's safe. Now Vitola dives back into second base.
That's how you do a double steal. You execute it to perfection.
Good slides under the tags, both at second and at home. That makes it an 8-2 ball game. And I'm sure Appo now is really kicking themselves that they had that interference call. There would be no outs and may have a couple of runs here and a rally gone.
Yeah. Looks like we might see maybe a relief pitcher, or just it looks like they're.
I don't know.
I saw him point to the outfield, but maybe it was just to tell the outfielders to huddle up while the infielders are huddling up.
Only 6 hits in the game for Appoquinimink, and they have half of those 3 in this inning.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pointed out to the outfield.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's what I saw originally, and I thought maybe that's why they were bringing someone in from the outfield to pitch. But there looks like the outfielders don't know that.
I know right now Appo is going to send Jess Walter to the bullpen, and she's going to loosen up. So Elazar with the 1-1 count. Vitola at second, 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch from Ferris, a little high. Fouled off. 1-2 count now to Elazar. Alicia Bruce is on deck, 1 for 2 in the game. Ferris's pitch and a strikeout. 2 outs in the inning. Brings up Alicia Bruce. We mentioned 1 for 2 in the game. The 8 runs that DMA has scored in this game against Appoquinimink is the most runs scored on them this season, tied for the most. Pop up, second baseman Elliott drifts out into right field and makes the catch to end the inning, and we're through 5. It's DMA 8, Appoquinimink 2.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congratulations, Dover.
A catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis and the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon.
Well, we're going into the 6th inning here. Only 2 innings left in this ball game. DMA with that big 5 spot in the first inning. They lead 8-2 over Appoquinimink, and a battle of unbeatens here at Caravel High School.
Yeah, it's been a great game. We've seen home runs, we've seen diving plays, we've seen base running. It's been a lot of great action in this game so far.
Sure has. Seahawks, though, have the best of it right now as they try to remain undefeated. Both teams undefeated in this ball game. One will not be after this contest. And that will leave us with 2 undefeated teams in the state. That other one, the Smyrna Eagles. They'll play the Bohemia Manor Eagles after the conclusion of this ball game. Deloso up to the plate to lead off the 6th here for the Seahawks. She has a 1-1 count. Deloso has a couple of hits in the game. She's 2 for 3 with an RBI. Sends this one high, shallow center. Elazar settling under it, makes the catch. One out here in the top of the 6th inning. Winds have died down a little bit, thank goodness.
They have.
I think our tent will survive. Nikki Elliott up to the plate, ground ball up the middle. Vitola drifts over, makes the catch, and she got her by a stride at first.
What a great stretch there at first base to get the out.
Autumn Gentry.
Gentry with the stretch. And a bang play there at first base.
Good hit up the middle by Elliott. Almost got that ground ball for a single. Vitola caught it near the bag at second, and like you said, a good stretch by Autumn Gentry at first to get the out. First pitch is a ball to Brooke Conity. Brooke is 1 for 3 in the ball game, singled back in the first. 8-2, Seahawks on top. A little outside. 2-0 count. On deck is Delaney Sheehan. She's 3 for 3 in the game. A little high and tight. Chin music.
Yeah.
And a 3-0 count. Conity with it. Takes that one for a strike.
She was taking all the way there, Glenn.
Yep. Very patient, though, she's been at this at bat.
Yes.
Fouled that one back. So now the count's run full. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. No runners. DMA scored 5 in the first, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. And there's a strikeout, so a quick 1-2-3 for McNatt here in the top of the 6th. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th with DMA on top by a score of 8-2. Bottom of the 6th coming up here, leading off for Appoquinimink, Autumn Gentry. Glenn Fraser on the play-by-play. Jason Winchell color, producing Benny Mitchell. And there's a high and tight pitch for ball 1. You would have thought there was a lot more strikeouts in the game.
Yep.
Both pitchers have 3 strikeouts. That's it.
Yeah, but so that shows you how good the hitting has been today, that they're making contact.
And the defense has made a lot of plays, a lot of good plays today. Gentry fouls that one off. 1-1 count.
Both pitchers have been strikeout pitchers during the year.
Right. Well, McNatt had 9 consecutive coming into the game. She struck out the leadoff batter, gave her 10 in a row. Another high pitch, 2-1. Olivia Ferris has kept the juggernaut offense of the Jaguars pretty much off balance for the game. There's a line shot down the third baseline foul. Ball and 2 strikes to Autumn Gentry. Gentry was hit by a pitch back in the first to ground it out to short in the second. One of 5 Appoquinimink batters in the lineup that have grounded out to short today. Delaney Sheehan has been putting on a clinic. Fouled behind the Appo dugout down the third base line. Still 1-2. Should I go out on a limb here and make a prediction that I think both of these teams are going to be in the postseason?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there, Glenn.
That's not much of a prediction. Foul line drive again over towards the Appoquinimink dugout.
Here's my prediction. I think they're both both are in the top 8 seeds, if not top 4 seeds.
There you go. These two have been in the top 4 in the rankings so far all season. We're midway through the season. Hard to believe.
It's going fast.
Little off-speed pitch that Gentry takes for ball 2.
Great at bat here by Gentry. Fouling pitches off and now gets the count even at 2-2.
Pretty good patience there to take that one. And she got her with, I think, another off-speed, swing and a miss. 4th strikeout in the game for Olivia Ferris. One out here, bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, like you said, good off-speed pitch there. Got Gentry out in front and gets the strikeout.
Brings up the Appoquinimink catcher, Mallory Weir. Weir is 1 for 2 in the game. Singled her last at back in the 4th. And a swing and a miss on the first pitch from Ferris.
What I've liked about both pitchers is not many walks in this game.
No, you know what?
In the first inning, but other than that, a couple hit by pitches, but
there's a low pitch for a ball. I think there might have only been one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Elliott in the first.
In the first inning.
That's been it. We're trying to get something going here for the Jaguars. Ground ball left side right to the third baseman. Throw across the diamond and in time to retire Mallory Weir. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. So the Jaguars are down to 4 outs left in this game, trailing 8-2. And DMA on the verge of another big win. Took care of Caravel this week, who was previously undefeated. Maddie Olivas, ground ball deep short. Sheehan across the diamond and gets her. Sheehan, her 6th assist of the ball game, and that will end the 6th inning. 1 inning to go here at Caravel. Score DMA 8, Appoquinimink 2.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. Unique Image.
I'm Sarah, the Director of Events at Baywood Greens. Planning a wedding is an exciting and wonderful time. Let us help you make it great. Our experienced team of hospitality professionals coordinate and execute every detail to provide a stress-free experience so you can focus on the moment. From food to flowers, we prepare everything on site, tailored to your vision. Let Baywood Greens transform your next event to a memorable experience.
Final inning of the ball game, unless Appo has a big rally in the bottom half. We're in the 7th. DMA on top by a score of 8-2. And obviously the key blow in the game was the grand slam by Henry back in the first inning. That gave DMA a quick 5-0 lead. Since then, it's been a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, like you said, that was the big blow. Gave them a 5-run lead, and since then it's been, like you said, a 3-2 game.
Sheehan will lead off here in the 7th inning for the Seahawks, 3 for 3, and has had a great game at shortstop too.
Yeah, she had a great game defensively and offensively for the Seahawks.
Fouled the first pitch off. Second pitch, little pop up to second base. Bowerly will handle that. One out here in the top of the 7th. And the first time the Jaguars have been able to get Sheehan out. Now at the bat is Sarah Sobosinski. Takes a strike.
Good pitch there on the outside corner.
Kept it low in the zone, too.
Yes.
That went a little bit too outside, 1-1. A little tough for the batters right now, I would think, getting that sun glare.
Yeah, you're not kidding, Glenn. That is right in their eyes.
Doesn't get the call there, 2-1. It's going to sit here behind the trees behind us in just a few moments, but right now it's tough. Which makes it tough on the umpire. She went down and lifted that one up, and Autumn Gentry takes care of that little pop-up. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 7th. Brings up Claire Henry. 2 for 3 in the game, and she had the big blow, the grand slam, back in the first inning.
Yeah, that was, like we said, a big blow because it gave DMA that cushion, 5-run cushion.
Swing and a miss for a strike. Right now, McNatt has retired 6 in a row.
Yeah, she settled in nicely after that first inning.
Yeah, really. Only gave up 3 runs. Just missed the outside corner, a ball and a strike. And that one high and tight for a ball.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that grill smells good.
I just started smelling it myself. It's a good color analyst picking up on those scents. 2-1 pitch outside for a ball 3. Courtney trying to be careful with Claire. Here's the pitch. Little, ooh. Well, Claire started walking to first. She thought that was a ball. Instead, it's a full count.
The only one that matters is the one behind the plate.
Exactly. Pitch, ground ball, right back to the pitcher. McNatt throw to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for McNatt and the Jaguars. Here we go to the bottom of the 7th. Appoquinimink Jaguars have to come up with 6 to keep the game going. They trail 8-2 to DMA.
Federal on 60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Well, this is it, the bottom of the 7th inning. And unless the Jaguars can come up with a big rally, they will suffer their first loss of the season. And DMA will be one of only 2 undefeated teams left in the state. The other, the Smyrna Eagles, and they're warming up for their game against the two-time defending Maryland State champ, Bohemia Manor. Ferris's first delivery is outside for a ball. Morgan Widows up to the plate. 0 for 1 today, was hit by a pitch back in her first appearance. In the second, takes that one high for ball 2. Appos has Widows, Dawson, and Bowerly scheduled.
Appo needs some base runners, Glenn.
Yep. And now that sun glare is gone. Swing, ground ball left side, backhanded by Sheehan. Throw across the diamond, and she gets it. 7 assists for Sheehan.
Well,
you just can't hit it there.
Yeah, I was going to say, it helps you as a pitcher if you know you got an automatic out there at shortstop. Wow, she gets to everything too, Glenn.
She's been automatic in this game, that's for sure. Jill Dawson now up to bat. Jill's 1 for 2 in the game. Singled her last time, and then unfortunately got called out on interference as Appo was trying to rally last inning, or back in the 5th. She had a hard slap line drive that the left fielder just couldn't quite come up with for the Seahawks. Fouled off the first pitch. Ferris, contact with the rubber. Hard slap, third baseman picks it up on 2 hops. Throw across, got her by a step. 2 outs, and it's now down to Bowerly.
I've been impressed with DMA's infield. They have been all over the place out there.
They sure have. Madison Bowerly up. Just 2 hits today. She's 2 for 2. Takes a called strike. Bowerly came into the game batting .577. She might have raised that average up to 600 with this 2 for 2 game. There's a swing and a drive. Center fielder under it. Makes the catch, and that is the ball game. Final.
What a good job here by DMA as they retire Appo 1-2-3 here in the 7th, Glenn.
8-2 is the final. They're back with a wrap after this. Good ball game here between Delaware Military Academy Seahawks and the Appoquinimink Jaguars. DMA jumped out to a 5-0 start in the first inning thanks to a grand slam by Clara Henry, and Appo could never catch up. It was 3-2 after that, but that 5 spot just kind of jump-started the Seahawks offense, and good pitching duel after that between Courtney McNatt and Olivia Ferris, but good defense on both sides of the team as well, Jason, especially that shortstop there, Sheehan.
Yeah, she was incredible there, and she fielded everything and made some tough throws to first base. And hats off to DMA; they played a real clean game behind their pitcher tonight.
Good plays in the outfield for both teams. Good defense all the way around. Really, only a couple errors in the ball game, and both pitchers, as you mentioned, only 1 walk between them.
Yeah,
they didn't get a lot of strikeouts, but.
That's impressive. I mean, that's tough to do with these 2 hitting lineups. But the DMA bats came alive, especially in the first inning, and that grand slam was the key.
It sure was. So the win goes to DMA. They improved to 10-0 and are now, as we said, only one of 2 undefeated teams left in the state. Winning pitcher Olivia Ferris as she goes the distance. Courtney McNatt takes the loss, her first of the year and the team's first for Appoquinimink, as they fall to 10-1. That's the final from here from Caravel Academy High School as DMA moves on undefeated to 10-0 with an 8-2 win over now 10-1 Appoquinimink. Glenn Frazier for Jason Winchell and Benny Mitchell.